Hello, people. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing great as usual. And yeah, it's been a while, right? So I had to make this video because plenty of quite a few people asked me as to how come there's no video on India's miserable defeat against England. So it took me one whole day to recover from what just happened. Where do I even begin with? For starters, we started quite well. The first 3 days were ours. We had most of our sessions to our side, and then the baseball approach happened, and God, 380 is plenty, man. I mean, on a fifth day to chase something like that, and with so much flamboyance and aggression, it just speaks volumes about what McCallum has brought into injected into this new team. So congratulations to that. Yeah, it was a much well-deserved win. There's no taking away from that. Complete credits to what the Englishmen did, and kudos to that. But talking about India now, they've got plenty of problems. Starting with openers, yeah, KL Rahul and Rohit missed out unfortunately. But the problem doesn't lie there. Pujara opened, I guess. He had an abysmal first innings, and second innings he got 60 odd, and lucky for him, we survived once again. That 60. I mean, if I'm being very picky, it wasn't just enough on a flat batting pitch. He had to get a century, which he didn't, and then complacency took place. Virat Kohli, I mean, you can't kill what's dead, right? He's just out there to put on a clown show on the field, nothing else. Unless I talk about the better, I don't know. And then now the three main culprits here is Iyer, Bihari, and Shardul. Let me just dissect individual guys here. Let me start with Bihari. He's in complete hangover of his Sydney heroics. Playing in a number three and blocking with no real essence is, I don't know, quite bizarre to say the least. And then Shreyas Iyer doesn't belong here, man. At least playing Test cricket at Sena Nations for India, it's not happening in a long time with his short ball misery, and it's been properly exploited now, rightfully so. He has to go back to the drawing board and somehow fix it. Initially was leaving them very uglily, and then decided to play one uncontrolled blind pull for a field of 5 to 3 and played into the trap. And then Shardul, what's baffling is how Shardul approached his batting in both the innings. The first four games, he was taking on the bowlers. The previous time when they turned around, he was taking on the bowlers, and now he's just blocking with no real intention. Especially in the second innings, they were clearly complacent. They just took it for granted. Middle order and over middle order. Pant was amazing. I mean, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Despite that approach, he's given us 200 runs in this test match, so you can't really blame him. But Jadeja too in the second innings, despite that 100, yeah, I'm being a little harsh. That innings was going nowhere with Bumrah at the other end. It was just blocking. At the hindsight, now we could say that 450 was required, but it didn't look like they were going to defend that too. Siraj couple of balls in the very good areas, and the other four balls into the pads. Same with Shardul. Ashwin was needed. We clearly missed him. He's a match winner in fourth innings. Irrespective of playing in India or away, he just somehow finds ways to get wickets, especially left-handers. He had to be there. He could have. I don't know whom he would have replaced, Shardul or even Iyer for that matter. He has a better batting technique than Iyer when it comes to these conditions. And now talking about Dravid's approach. I thought at least he'd be very strict and straight to the point when it came to all this. Virat Kohli has to go. At least for a while, he has to go down, get his runs, go to Ranji Trophy or do something different because the locations changed, the venues changed, the years changed, the coaching staffs changed, the formats changed, everything is changed. But he's been given continuous breaks too now, but he's simply not scoring. It's just not happening with the with the kind of position he bats at. He has to score runs. uh, Very unfortunate that we lost this game. We had a very good chance of sealing up this series, but it went down. There's no talking about it anymore. Now comes the white ball series. I don't know what I'm really not happy with is musical chairs with the captaincy. Recently, I found out that in the afternoon, Shikha Dhawan's been made the captain for West Indies tour. Just too many cooks spoil the broth. Is that case? But maybe now I'm starting to miss Kohli. Kohli's white ball captaincy wasn't that great, but his Kohli and Shastri's combination in Test was something magical, and the stats reflects that as well. So I'm already starting to miss them. I guess it's too early to say, but Ganguly is experimenting too much. We as Indian fans are losing it. Every time I turn on TV to watch the cricket match, a different set of players, a different captain, all these things doesn't really matter if the players go out there and put on a show and win games. But it's not happening. That's not happening as well. So it's a little underwhelming. Just too much of mess right now. I think I think all these get sorted before the World Cup. Virat Kohli is the biggest headache. I don't know what the management, Rahul Dravid has to really take a very, very stiff, very straight up decision as to the future with Virat Kohli in the Indian team. And with that, yeah, I mean, you guys go on and put your opinions in the comment section as usual. If you like my content, please don't share to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day or a week or a month or even a year for that matter. Cheers.